now is the time to unite this country.
Boris Johnson is the darling of the Conservative Party, but where does his popularity come from? Now, I'm not going to talk about his policies, his promises, or his past. In this video, I'm just going to look at him. What makes people follow him? Well, first, it's his voice. It's deep.
Is that we are absolutely serious about coming out.
People with lower voices win more elections. And that doesn't mean a constant monotonous drone.
If you give people a choice, you have a duty to implement what they decide.
During speeches to large audiences, charismatic politicians vary their voices and push them slightly higher. And that shows more emotional engagement.
And yet with no say, no influence by UK officials or ministers in the devising of those rules.
So what about how he looks? Well, one of the best ways to win votes is to be physically attractive.
Any EU leader.
He's not my type, but he's not horrific. Certainly not as bad as some.
Known Boris Johnson for a very long
But there are other vote-winning factors there too. Maturity, as in age, and familiarity. And Boris certainly has that sewn up.
Get me a ladder.
He's quite sharp too.
Perhaps in that great minestrone of observations as one substantive question.
Quick thinking makes people see you as more charismatic. So does being an extrovert and being emotionally expressive, all things which we associate with Boris. In fact, charisma is often seen as the thing that Boris does best, and that through personality and brio, he can lead the country on a path that others maybe couldn't.
Kick the can again, and we kick the bucket.
But it's interesting to see whether Boris's charming of the Tory party will translate to the wider country. If you go see someone speak who's already a part of your tribe, and you already believe that they're charismatic, listening to them shuts off some of the decision-making parts of your brain. You transfer that responsibility to them.
We must leave the EU on October the 31st.
And all this ends up making them seem even more charismatic than they were before. But people who aren't part of the group don't feel the same charm. So Conservatives may truly see Boris as the charming, charismatic man to lead the country. But everyone else watching the same thing doesn't quite get it.